Stadium here in Tampa. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Washington Redskins and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. 2 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Running right, Portis. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some.
They'll run it here with Portis. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Third down. Here's Haskins. They've got his man complete. The 20, 10, touchdown, Washington. Paul Richardson, his 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point good by Hopkins, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And an alley to run. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. That kick return TD is 98 yards in length as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Give the Redskins 13 there and a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Darius Geis, his first carry of the game. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards there, good for a Redskin first down. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. On 1st down, it's Haskins. He gets it to Sims, complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. So on 4th down, the Redskins will call on Tressway to punt it away. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line.
Let's go. Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Now the first carry for Ronald Jones. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Ready. Blue ready. 56 is the mic. Here we go. Here we go. Wait.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
On 2nd and 9, Winston. Got him in. It's Brashad Perriman. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
And that was a heck of a shot right there by Jameis Winston. Boy, he has a superior right arm, doesn't he? You saw him play baseball.
Yeah, he's actually a switch hitter in baseball. Outfielder, and then, of course, a very hard-throwing pitcher. That's translated well in the National Football League.
That it has. When he has to make that throw on a line, he's got plenty of arm to do it.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd down. Winston into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And some room to work. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, TJ Logan. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. Just a yard on the gain there, and that leaves him with 14 yards still to go on 3rd down. 3rd and long for Winston. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Hey, come on, now, come on, now. 6 guys. Check 6.
Draw play. Winston to Jones. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. After the penalty, it's Jones. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Winston nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long. From the gun, Winston. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 26. He is tough to bring down, Jameis Winston. Charles, I remember calling a baseball game of his. He played baseball at Florida State, too. And you saw his legs, tree trunks sprayed in to those baseball pants. I said, how could anybody bring this guy down?
And that's part of the beauty of his game because he has that toughness, that thick body. He may not beat you sprinting, but he's real sharp with his mind, and he knows how to get away from people.
And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Winston, a handoff. This is Jones. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
It's 3rd and 10.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down.
Mark 55, Mark. You don't know no better. 55's my guy, 55. Let's go.
Jameis to throw it. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. And for the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. 2nd down, Haskins. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. It's Geis on the counter. And he's taken down inside the 30. Give the Redskins 13 there and a 1st down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Geis showing he's going to be an important part of this Redskin backfield as he's in there again for 1st down. And to give this time to the tailback. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a give. Right side, it's Geis. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the 1st down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
That's it, baby. We got work.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10.
Follow. You got tight right there.
Winston now to throw on 1st down. He's got this one complete to Perriman.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
You don't want it. Undercrush.
They'll run it with Jones. And he powers his way up past the 30. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The Redskins on 3rd down, putting an extra man here in the secondary.
Check 55, Mike.
To throw is Winston. That is caught. It's Perriman. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards.
And the Buccaneers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 49.
Watch 55. Man, I got... Wait. Close. Mike 55. Here we go. Mike 55. Mike 55. Mike 55. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Mike 55. Mike 55. 90. 20. 55 is Mike, guys. 55. 9. Short. Let we go.
1st down, Winston. Open man is Howard, the tight end.
All over you.
The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. On the carry, it's Logan. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10.
Ready? Green, come with me. Check 5, order. Watch 55. Let's go. Let's get this ball back.
Winston. Looking for Perriman there. He's got it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Winston of the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
Green, come with me. Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55.
From the red zone now, Winston. Howard has the first down and then some. This is caught. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. One receiver to the left is Evans. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones in the final seconds of the first half as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Here we go.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot down. No. Guarantee the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game. We'll just start all over.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Get off the field.
Final play of the half. It's Haskins. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
Winston throwing complete to Mike Evans. It's a big play. Winston to Evans. 49 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. This is Jones. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Again, it's Jones. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
56 is the mic. Hey, they scared. They scared. 56. Mike, 56. Right there, right there. Easy. Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up. Where do we go?
Winston. Dancing to his left. He may try and it's a Buccaneers touchdown.
Well, this was a pass all the way, but he just kept buying time, didn't he? It was kind of like, wait. Oh, it's open. Time to hot-foot it and go. And, boy, was he successful.
Yeah, didn't go to the outside toward the pylon, just straight ahead, middle third of the field.
Shortest distance between 2 points. Straight line.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins. Complete. Richardson has it. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage. On first down, this is Geis. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11. Defensively, they were in the 3-4, and that O-line just dominated the D-line there.
Let's go with a verbal telestrator here, because that D-line has a nose over the center, and it has the 2 defensive ends over the offensive tackles. That means the guards don't have anyone over the top of them. That creates a natural bubble inside where they sprint upfield, take on the inside linebackers, and if the back hits it fast enough, there should be space to run.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, it's Devin White, the linebacker. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. Well, CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Eluding the pressure right. And Winston lost the football, and the Redskins scoop it. He tried to buy some time to the right. So, Charles, when a guy gets out of the pocket, what's the focus of the quarterback?
Most of them keep their eyes downfield. They want to try and make a play throwing the ball. Some of them, they want to tuck it and go. But when they scramble, in this case, as you said, to the right, you're cutting the field in half. So good defenses kind of converge in that spot, and they don't give you much territory to throw the ball. He had nowhere to go with it. Ends up getting the ball stripped.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Haskins nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot. That they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation allows him to get home.
And we're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now Haskins, 3rd and long. Jordan Reed has it. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. Now Haskins on 1st down. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. Not that time for Watkins. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And now where are they going to mark him here? Well, they say he did get back to the 1-yard line, but that could have easily been 2 points the other way.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
They'll go again to Jones. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, are usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Out of his end zone, Winston. He's got Evans. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans, 98 yards as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. And that's the type of play that'll give your sideline some juice, a long touchdown pass.
And it's like a bolt of lightning, isn't it? That suddenness of that play brings everyone to their feet in the stadium, and he takes it all the way to the end zone. Give him credit for making that type of a play call, even more credit for how they executed it.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington 1st down.
And the Redskin 1st down.
Haskins now perfect since the 2nd half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Watch the run. 45.
Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. 2nd and 10. Here's Haskins again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Play action. Haskins. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Tampa. It's the Redskins with the football, but trailing here as we get down to the good stuff. Quarter number 4.